Welcome to War India News Hour, the promising future of digital first banking. If retail banks are to thrive during this unprecedented pandemic era, it is essential that they evolve into digital first banks for the future. By complementing fast changing customer demands, weathering competition from new market entrants, navigating pressure to operate more sustainably and ethically, and ensuring great regulatory compliance and data security all contribute to the development of a resilient and market leading institution. A combination of poorly integrated digital experiences and overlaid technologies characterize legacy IT infrastructure, further distancing retail banks from meeting the expectation of their customers. This in turn limits opportunity to generate new revenue. It is absolutely true that digital first approach work will improve internal communication and collaboration within retail banks. Scale and speed have never been more integral. Yet both are incompatible with legacy systems which are suffocated by data silos, limited digital experiences, poor integration of digital technologies, and unsecure customer data. At the same time, we need to adopt flexible infrastructure with agility by evolving the banking landscape, which is pivotal to acceleration of digital transformation and the formation of a more resilient bank for the future. A dynamic architecture is better equipped to drive customer loyalty through delivery of seamless user experiences and improved environmental performance, while reducing business risk of non-compliance and data breaches in parallel. Let's look into today's headline in War India. DRDO to bring anti-COVID drug by the next month. The adjacent COVID therapy drug 2DG, 2-deoxy-D-glucose will be available to government and private hospitals in the country. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, which in collaboration with Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO, scientists have developed the anti-COVID drug 2DG, is hoping to commercially launch it by early June. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh handed over anti-COVID drug 2DG to Health Minister Harshvardhan. IRIS ransomware attack to cost tens of millions of euros. The recent ransomware attack of Ireland public healthcare system has impacted the health services, where there are widespread cancellation of radiology services across Ireland due to its reliance on the IT system. The department expects to spend tens of millions of euros rebuilding its IT systems from a cyber attack, which is said to cause significant disruption to diagnostic services into next week. Moglix become the 13th company to get the status of unicorn this year. Moglix, the B2B e-commerce marketplace, has raised $120 million in the new funding round. The 6-year-old startup has raised $220 million to date. It has become the 13th unicorn from India this year. The overall valuation of the firm rose to $1 billion after the latest series of funding. Moglix is founded by IIT Kanpur graduate Rahul Garg, former head of advertising exchange at Google Asia. Moglix is backed by Ratan Tata. The network is dead and future looks SASE, says Palo Alto Network. The network is dead, long live the secure network, says Anand Oswal, Senior Vice President and General Manager at Palo Alto Networks. He is referring to Secure Access Service as SASE, which not only combines SD-WAN with cloud-based security services but also provides an alternative to breaking out traffic to the open internet. He further said the internet was not built with security in mind. Pine Labs touches valuation of $3 billion with $285 million funding round. Pine Labs, MasterCard-backed Indian merchant commerce platform, has $285 million funding at a valuation of $3 billion. Pine Labs currently offers payments, terminals, invoicing tools, and working capital to more than 150,000 merchants across Asia and the Middle East. B. Amrish Rao, CEO Pine Labs, says, "This is an exciting phase in our journey as we enter newer markets. We excel in enterprise merchant payments and now want to scale new frontiers in the online space as well, at the same time continue to power the credit card commerce needs of our offline merchant partners. That is it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.